Codename Kids Next Door. Operation Video Game tells the story of the Kids Next Door, a group of kids who are part of a global organization that fights tyranny from adults and other villains who are mean to kids. One day, while the kids are playing video games, they get a report saying that several villains have escaped from prison and are looking to get their revenge on the KND. As simple as the story is, it's very on brand with the show, and I think it works well for this game. And if you're a fan of the show, you'll probably have a good time with this game's story. One thing I appreciate is how each of the main characters is unique from each other from a gameplay perspective. Number one is more skilled with weapon-based missions and also has some really cool gadgets that help him out. Number 2 is the pilot of the group, and he does all of the flying-based missions. Number 3 can double jump and glide. Number 4 is the toughest one who can take the most damage, and also he can fight with his fists. And number 5 is more stealthy compared to the rest. Each of the kids work in their own unique way, and they all have their own unique levels. And I find that it makes the game a bit more interesting. However, unfortunately, there are a few times when they reuse the same levels with different kids, which can be kind of lame, but I found it to be alright. The shooting-based missions are very easy, but the levels themselves can be a bit too long, to the point where I was getting a little bored moving back and forth and dodging and shooting at the enemies. Despite that, I still appreciate the variety of missions that they did think about, and a decent amount of them are really fun. This game controls well enough. I'd say where it lacks for me is sometimes jumping can be a bit inconsistent depending on the kid you're playing as. And running is just rather slow. Plus, that camera doesn't really do me any favors. The combat is fun, but again, the camera may be your biggest factor and might lead to some unnecessary deaths. One thing that I found pretty cool is that there's quite a bit of weapons to get in this game. And you can even upgrade your weapons depending on how many items you collect. You can get upgrades if you want, and they can do some really cool stuff. There are 15 levels in this game, and this will probably take you about 4 to 5 hours to beat. This is a pretty easy game and not very long, but if you do want to go for the completion, there's still quite a bit to do and a lot of stuff to unlock. That's pretty nice. And if you're a big fan of the show, that'll probably give you some nostalgia. The graphics are rather nice, and the art style of the show translates well to 6th gen graphics. The backgrounds look nice, and I have no complaints to how this game runs visually on the PS2. I hear that it runs a bit better on the GameCube and the Xbox, but I only played the PS2 version, so I can't really tell you. The music in this game is pretty decent, but nothing too remarkable. I do like the opening song from the show that's in the main menu, but it would have been so cool if they did a redo of the TV intro for the game. The acting is good too, especially because all of the actors from the show reprise their role for this game, and I think they all do a fantastic job. Overall, I think Codename Kids Next Door Operation Video Game is a pretty solid licensed game. It has some heavy flaws holding it back though. However, I would say that if you're a fan of the show like I was, you'll probably have a really good time with it. But even if you're just a fan of 3D platformers, I still think this is worth checking out. Anyways, that's going to be it for me. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below what you thought of this game if you played it. And if you are a fan of the show, who was your favorite number? I was a big fan of number 5. I thought she was the coolest character. But yeah, I love this show a lot, and I think the game is pretty solid. So yeah, let me know down below what you thought.